How's everybody doing? Um, Today I figured we would talk about recovery coping skills. Um, Recovering coping skills are essential techniques for managing stress, cravings, um, emotional ups and downs um, to prevent relapse. Um, like strategies include mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing, exercising, journaling, um, and building a network like I'm trying to do with you guys. Um, you you can use the acronym HALT um, to identify triggers. Um, H stands for hungry, A stands for angry, L stands for lonely, T stands for tired, stuff like that. To identify the triggers faster, use that to identify the triggers faster. Some of some of the techniques like you can use mindfulness and grounding, which is breathing exercises, meditation, yoga, sensory techniques to stay in the present, in the moment of stress, to keep your mind from wandering off and thinking about relapsing. Um, some of the other things are physical health. You can work on, exercising, walking, swimming, eating right, um, getting a good sleep routine, just different things like that. Emotional expression is another one. That's keeping a journal, writing down your gratitudes every day. Uh, you know, just so you can process your emotions and you can burn them if you want to, or whatever you want afterwards to get rid of those bad vibes, bad feelings, whatever you feel comfortable with doing. You can also track your progress on your journey to through recovery. Um, Social connections is another one. Um, you can build a sober support system, a sober support community. Um, Go to meetings, volunteer, um, help others. Just anything to keep your mind off being high or wanting to get high. Um, Another one is stress management. You can avoid high risk situations, people, places, and things. Listen to music, drawing, whatever hobby you like to do. Um, will manage your stress, keep your mind off of it. Um, you can use positive reframing um, to keep your mind from to get your mind right before you speak or respond to intense urges or triggers. Um, in order to develop your coping skills, you need to prepare in advance, practice, um, identify your triggers, seek support, and self care. Take care of yourself. Mental health included, because I know mental illness and addiction goes hand in hand. So that's a big correspondence with addiction. You usually have, most people have some sort of mental trauma, mental illness, something that's wanting them to get high so they can escape from reality. There's also a number you can call. It's substance abuse mental health line. It's the number's 1-800-662 HELP, or I think help is 4357. They'll help you get to resources that you need, or I mean, if you're having suicide thoughts or depression really bad or anything like that, they might can talk you through it or get you some help, get you some treatment, whatever you really need. I know my coping skills are pretty much listening to music. I like to listen to music a lot. Zoning out, earbuds in, zoning out to music, keep my mind off, relapsing, using, whatever. Also, I exercise a lot, keep my mind busy. You don't want to be bored, because if you're bored, you're going to want to use. You're going to want to, go back to them old ways. It's pretty much just tricking your mind into thinking that your old habits, rewiring your brain to do different things besides get high. Like, just keeping your mind busy, pretty much what you got to do. Because if you sit still for a minute, you're going to be thinking, oh, well, I want to go get high. I miss getting high, or, whatever like that. So, yeah, just keep your mind busy, keep your mind, doing things, help others is a big one for me. Like, I love helping other people with, helping them talk. Just talk to them. Just talk to them and ask them how they're doing, and let them vent. You don't have to take opinions to people venting. Just let them vent. Let them talk. It helps them, and it ain't gonna hurt you none. So I usually, message people. I use threads. I get on threads, message people. I've talked to people about, self-harm. I've talked to people about, recovery. I've talked to people about how they've relapsed, and just, try to help them through situations. I'm not saying that I'm no medical professional or I've got a degree in anything like that, but sometimes it just helps for to have somebody to talk to that total stranger you don't really know. You can just vent and get everything out, and you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about nobody judging you or whatever. I was going to read a devotional. Let me see. It's out of this book. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Okay. It's called Fresh Start, Anew. It says, the faithful love of the Lord never ends. His mercies never cease. Great is his faithfulness. His mercies begin afresh each morning. It says, we all blow it. We let anger turn our words into weapons. We fall back into patterns. We vow we never repeat. We feel ashamed of ourselves as wives, mothers, or friends. But this is another minute, another morning, another chance to begin anew. Faith can break a cycle of regrettable yesterdays if we let it. God offers forgiveness and a fresh start to all who ask. He never tires of us bringing our brokenness to him. I do pray a lot. I meditate a lot. Kind of just zone out, go in my own little world. It does help sometimes. Sometimes it hurts, especially if I get to looking at like pictures of my daughter or pictures of my kids, or just things that trigger emotions. The good thing about getting sober is you get your feelings back. The bad thing about being sober is you get your feelings back. It's a bittersweet. There's a lot of programs going around to help people. You can volunteer there. I'm trying to think. There's one in Winchester, Kentucky. I think it's Kingdom Mission. They let people volunteer. They cook for the homeless. They do a lot of work, out on the streets, stuff like that. They deliver stuff to the homeless. They feed the homeless. And then you have church at the same time. So, I mean, I really like going there. I haven't been there in a while because I moved. But I got this other book. It says 365 inspirations for recovery, powerful and uplifting reflections for daily use. I figured we would start on day one and just work our way through it. Here, let me show you that. Can you see that? Yeah. Day one says, the time is now. Now is the time to break free from the isolated nights of addiction, the suffering of relapses, the suffocating lies, all these secrets followed by intense loneliness. These will be memories from the past. The time has come to break out, to be you, to be that person you came here to be. Your dreams, your hopes, and talents, they're not gone. They are still here. You can still sing your song, reclaim your I lost my place. Reclaim I am. Reclaim your voice. Reclaim your song. You are more than addiction. You are even more than recovery. You are loved eternally, and the light within you, the light around you, will set you free. A path is awaiting you, a new direction awakened. Claim it, liberate the old, and welcome your new life. The time is now. I kind of like this book. I flipped through it when I first got it, but that's the book. I also got a 12 Steps book. I was planning on trying to help you guys work with me through that, so I can help you work through your steps. I figured that would be something we could do all together. But yeah, I kind of backtracked on my coping skills today. I kept telling myself I was going to get up and exercise, and I never did. So that's great. But my birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday to me. So I'll probably just stay home and do nothing because I'm old as dirt. I'll be 40 tomorrow, so halfway in the grave, y'all. Halfway in the grave. But if there's anything else you want me to talk about, or you want me to research and bring up in the next live stream, you're more than welcome. I have a Facebook page. It's called Sobriety Warriors. It's on Facebook. Just go follow me, whatever. I'm going to try to start doing like some worship live stream where I play like worship music, read the Bible, do all those things, because I really miss when I was in White Oak in Inez, Kentucky, in Ark. I used to go into the chapel all the time, and I would sing. I would talk to the chaplain. It was that chapel there had so much energy, like like the Holy Spirit. You could feel the Holy Spirit in that building, or in that room anyway. And they had this little closet you could go in and sit there and pray for as long as you wanted to, as long as nobody else was in there. And it was a really good place to just sit and think, because there was 150 women there, and it was really crowded, to say the least. It's in like an old middle school, so there's like 150 women there in this old middle school, and it was nice to have a place just to go and pray, sit there and clear your head, clear your mind, clear your thoughts, whatever you wanted to do. And then when you went out into the chapel, they had all these like pews or whatever that you sit in, and you could just sit in there, and they had a TV, and you could listen to like worship music on YouTube. So I used to go in there every morning and listen to music with the other girls, which shout out to all my White Oak ladies out there. You're beautiful, and I love ya. And I hope you all are doing well. I wanted to say some prayers for my friend Lexi. Her grandma died, and she's having a little tough time right now. So if y'all could pray for her, I would appreciate it. Also, I'm thinking about doing some more volunteer work. So if anybody knows of any places that I could volunteer at, feel free to message me. I am in Kentucky. Not on the outskirts of Kentucky. I'm like right in the center. So like Winchester, Mount Sterling, those places, I would probably be able to get to and do some volunteer work. If anybody knows of any places, there, just let me know. I would really like to connect with everybody. I like helping people. I like making people smile. Like talking to people. I like hearing other people's stories, because Lord knows I got a lot of them. But yeah, I think I'm probably going to start doing the worship live streams. I'm going to say maybe on Fridays or Saturdays, maybe. I'm not really sure exactly what time yet. It might be in the morning. It'd probably be in the afternoon. It'd probably be like noon or 1 o'clock or something. But yeah, anything else you guys can think of that you want me to, try to do? Any ideas? Because this is for you guys too. I pretty much started doing this because I wanted to help people like me. And I've had a lot of people help me, so I figured, well, why not help some other people? But if there's anything you can think of, go follow me on my Facebook page. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Threads, all that stuff. Follow me here, piggies. I've got less followers here than I do on YouTube or my Facebook page. I would like to grow my followers here. That would help me a lot. I know there's been quite a few people that I've talked to in jail that are struggling. They want to get into rehab and stuff like that, but their charges are just so bad that they haven't been offered rehab yet or anything close to it. Which bones. I hope you finally get an offer that you are willing to be happy with. Just keep your head up. There's also 3 or 4 people that I know relapsed, that I've been talking to. Relapse is a part of recovery, but it's more of you pick yourself up, you learn from it, you keep going, dust yourself off, go again. But if you keep doing it over and over and over again, I think it's more of a choice that you're choosing to relapse over and over and over and over again. But if you learn from it and take notes of it, what happened, why you relapsed, why you got into that situation, or just anything can trigger you. Like, I knew this one girl, like, listening to rap music would trigger her. Or there was another girl I knew that if she seen drug paraphernalia, triggered her. If there was a few others that said if they go to the, like, gas station where they used to sit at the gas station and get high, it would trigger them. Also, the people you used to hang around, they are bad, bad mojo too, if they're still using. If they're not, they might be a support person for you, but for the most part, the old people you used to hang out with, you really don't need to be hanging out with them, especially if they're using still. You kind of have to cut ties with people like that. There is also, there was another one I was trying to think of that somebody told me that triggered them. But also, I still get messages on Facebook asking me if I'm doing anything, which, I've told y'all before. I used to sell drugs. I used to traffic, as you would call it, that the cops would call it anyway. I got 4 indictments for trafficking, but there's still people that message me all the time saying, "Hey, you doing anything? Hey, you got anything? Hey, you want, and I'm like, no. 700 and let's see how many days, I don't know, 725 days sober. I'll be 2 years sober on the 13th. Also, there was a church doing something for people. I can't remember exactly what church it was, but I'll post it on my Facebook page or whatever. But I guess I'll end the stream here. Just go follow my socials, my Facebook, my Instagram. You can follow me on Threads. I think that's it. But I hope everybody has a wonderful day, wonderful week. And we'll close with the serenity prayer. If y'all are ready to. Let's see. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference just for today. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.